I'm so sorry.
You're so dumb, man. And now you don't talk. You were fine talking before you hit record. Now you can't talk.
Well, no, we ran into a problem.
What's the problem, Robbie?
When I actually get... No, this is not fair. I see what you're doing right now, and I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. So you don't let me talk ever, and now all of a sudden today you decided, let's record today. I'm like, yeah, let's record today. We haven't done it in a couple of weeks. Let's record today. And you said, okay, let's record today. I have some things to say. I said, yeah, let's record today. We haven't done it in a while. Let's record today. You have some things to say. And then you tricked it into where I'm doing all the talking and you text while I talk again. Thanks, man. Consistency is best. Consistency is key. Go ahead, blame somebody else now. Say, who are you texting? What's their fault because they texted you? Who is it? It's our
Actually, I'm
again?
cleaning up your mess. I wrote down the 3 parts I need to make sure to edit for the next thing in the notes section because you just constantly know how to disrupt things. And then as I'm doing it discreetly, you also then change the topic of your conversation. You push it off again, so there's more awareness in the podcast going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You should talk, though. Maybe if you talked, we would run into these problems. But you should stop making me talk all the time.
It's my fault again, yeah. The weight of the world on my shoulders, brother. How the world is so unfair to you, and fuck Alex, yeah.
See, the problem is, I think we could all know that I was kind of fucking around before. I can't tell if you're fucking with me, if you're serious right now.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you're seriously, I don't know what's going on.
It's whatever.
It's good. No, you're fucking me. 'Cause this goes back to before me saying you can never just fucking throw me a bone occasionally. This is you not throwing me a bone again because you're a sucking, self-serving narcissist.
It's me not throwing you a bone, me giving you an opportunity to speak's not throwing you a bone.
Me
what? Acting a way to make you respond somewhere else, like me funny banter's not throwing you a bone. Me
know.
doing all the legwork's not throwing you a bone. Me editing the podcast isn't throwing you a bone.
It's so interesting.
What am I not doing that's throwing you a bone? What bones are you throwing me?
It's interesting that every time I go to speak.
What bones are you throwing me? Is it when I go to write down the notes on the podcast that you come at me and say, "Oh, well, why are you on your phone?" Is that the bone you throw me?
I mean, I just thought that I was adding comedic timing, so I was commenting on the situation about how you always get mad at me for cutting you off, but every time I go to speak, you don't listen. You just go on your phone. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a thing we did. I thought it was one of those things we just continuously do because it's funny and the audience looks forward to it. That's what I thought I was doing.
You thought?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
not good enough. It's hard, okay? It's hard being me sometimes. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's hard being you sometimes. Is that the point again? It's hard being you sometimes?
I'm sorry, God. Just fix it if it's that easy, if it's not hard being you. You have that ability. I don't.
That's funny.
That was pretty funny. You know I'm just kidding, though. Real God, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually insinuating anything here.
Sacrilege, man. It's blasphemy the way you act.
Yeah, I'm really losing the Christian audience here.
Dude, you're like Zima, man. Really popular in the Asian countries.
I don't have anything funny to add.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I don't see how that's fair, Alex. I point out you're on your phone. You just fucking crucified me for pointing out that you're on your phone. I don't have something funny to add. Instead of you just being the professional you are, you don't add something funny to fill up the silence in the gap. You just go,
Alex doesn't do something.
Oh, good job, Robbie. Go fuck off.
Alex doesn't do something. You're right.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, that was pretty
Did that actually happen, or did I die for a second?
I think it happened. I started blinking when it happened. I saw the tail end of the stuff flashing, but I think it happened.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
God, I feel like... No, hold on a second. I have to get this out there, okay? Because this is actually something that I've been afraid to admit to you for 4 nights now, and I'm afraid how it's going to affect our friendship. I'm going to fucking say it. South Park's hilarious, and it's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. I do not like it as much as you do, where I can watch it 24/7, 4 days in a row. I have to see some other real fucking living person in that time span. I can't handle it. I literally feel my brain melting. Not because South Park's stupid, because I can't handle not seeing other real people on the screen. I need a breakup of South Park. Going down to there, we're going to have myself a time. I had myself a time. I need to get back to... Okay, that was your turn.
That's the end of your thing?
Yeah, that's your turn. You could have spoken.
That's not the end of that.
Clearly. What do you mean that's not the end of that? How do you know what I wanted to say? You're my fucking head. What do I want to say?
Dude.
Go to the next page and it's your turn. It's your line. Go to the next page.
No, hold on. What's the noise for turning page at? Yep, that's it. It's fucking Tweedle fucking D.
Okay, Alex, we can't just fucking make me making page turning sounds. Could you say your fucking point?
I don't remember my point was.
What else is new? I have to pick up the pieces now. I'm out of bounds. You're out of bounds, Robbie. I'm the only thing holding us in bounds, Alex. Maybe you should stop jumping outside of bounds. I wouldn't have to step out of the line.
You know what?
That's
Consider
the truth.
me your ex-brother.
What was that? I had trouble hearing things so low to the ground. Nice.
Nice.
Solid reference indeed.
I'm a little burnt out.
Yeah, I'm burnt out too, dude. And my heart feels like it's been on fire for the last 35 minutes because I haven't consumed much today besides alcohol and marijuana. And when I say not much besides, I mean that's all I've consumed today. So I'm not.
You just lie so comfortably.
What are you talking about? I had pretzels. I'm sorry. I had 16 pretzels. I'm sorry.
And you're lying still. The audience is like, oh, who cares just a pretzel? You didn't have just pretzels, Robbie. You had garlic parmesan pretzels. Why do you lie so much?
Because I have to do better.
Why do you lie 24/7? Then you call me a liar.
Because I want to be better so badly. I hope that the couple of details I can skimp on, people won't notice, and they might
Just say
think...
you had 10 beers, Robbie. Why don't you say that too? You had 7,000 beers today.
I just want people to think, hey, that's Robbie? Yeah, Alex is cool, but you know what? Robbie's cool too. He's not might be as cool, but he's kind of a cool. He can hang out a little bit. Not as long as Alex can, but he can hang out a little bit. I just want people to say that when they see and think of me. That's all.
You think this is fucking helping?
I thought everything I was doing was helping that. But you keep pointing out nothing I do helps that.
So
all they're going to say now
so
is...
Robbie, so you're saying is you need to do better?
I need to do a lot better. Because all they're saying now is, hey, that's Robbie. He can't do anything. He's fucking
that
stupid.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
All right, it's your turn to talk now. I clearly ran out of the bit there, so...
That's fair. Honestly...
You tell me I have to read the room. You never read the room. When I'm clearly running down, you just like...
Oh!
Yeah.
The thing that I complained about earlier when I said there's a clear time for you to talk and you miss it, you get mad at me for missing it, even though you do it 24/7 all the time. And I did it just now, and we slowed down for a second, and now you're mad at me because I did it one time. That's so fucking... You know what, Robbie? You're right. I need to read the room better. I need to make sure that when you go on a bit, I don't stop the bit by not responding. And I'll also make sure I don't ever just comment saying, yeah, and completely ruin all momentum as well. And I'll also make sure that I don't go on random side tangents in the middle of the bit that completely miss the point and say, wait, hold on, let me say this one thing, this is really important. And then say something. I'll make sure I don't do any of those things ever.
I don't think you're getting my point here. I had so many better responses to say, and I kept forgetting them, and that was the only thing I could remember by the end of that. Because you said something about me ruining the timing of things, so I kept waiting for you to stop talking so I could let a pause happen so I could prove how I ruined it. But then because I waited too long, so you jumped in to speak, and I was like, that bit's not going to work anymore. I have to think of the next bit, and that's why. I think it worked out pretty good. I say that was pretty serendipitous. Thanks.
You ever see Serendipity?
I've seen the part when he kisses her on the ice skating rink.
It's the final scene. No, that's the first scene of the movie.
No. I saw the ending one when they finally get back together and do it.
Yeah, I think they do that in the opening movie too. I think she's wearing that to
and I actually saw Jeremy Piven's balding head in one scene.
How you living, Jay Piven?
Nice. This is the segment now when Robbie talks about how dumb his friends are and how he can't stand the people in his life.
Okay.
And I texted...
I love that segment.
I do because I think it's good and it brings some spice to the show, but I also hate it because it's just my life and I have to relive it every time I talk about it. So I texted my friend, let's call her
this
Bonica.
Isn't that funny of a story.
You're right, it's not. I'm sorry, I gotta do better.
That story, you know for a fact that's not funny. That story's gonna be 2 seconds long. That's not worth bringing up.
Yeah, but it's 2 seconds where you're not talking.
It's also 2 seconds where everyone's turning off the show.
Yeah, burn. Sweet, sick burn. People are like, dude, Robbie finally learns how to stand up for himself.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That's this episode.
Robbie,
like,
that's you standing up for yourself. That's you charging me front-footed, falling to the ground, okay?
Just bring that up casually. Hey, Robbie, remember you were a loser?
That's what you said, not me.
Remember that time when you were upset, you were a loser?
What time was that?
Every time.
No, which time are you referring to?
Which, you mean a specific time of all
the
times?
I can't tell.
What? Am I referring to a specific time?
You seem like you were for a second.
I was referring to a very specific time. I was referring to a specific
What were you talking about, Robbie?
When she broke my heart, and I lost my mind and acted like I was a toddler.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, actually.
That is a great way of putting it. I thought that was a good way of putting it.
That's a really
sarcastic.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
That's a very good way of putting it. The way Robbie handles his emotions is similar to a toddler.
Do we have enough time to talk about this?
Yeah, 11 minutes.
Let's get into this. We keep saying we're not talking about this. Actually, let's get into this. Let's talk about this until I blacked out. We keep saying we're not talking about both of them.
Nice.
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 We got 11 minutes. We can do this 11 minutes.
This is the runner's high. That's the second win. We were slouching for the first 10 minutes, and now we're back and perked up.
Really? I know what it is.
We got our fix.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my Garbamoza with your pain, and now I'm good to go.
That explains our dynamic so well.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, now we're falling off. God, I'm slouching again. Shit.
We're not falling off, Robbie. It's your turn to talk. It's your turn to talk.
Hold on. Shit, I fell down again. Hold on. I forgot I was talking. I'm talking?
Yeah.
Why am I talking?
Well,
You gotta rewind a little.
you're a toddler.
Be kind, rewind.
You're a toddler.
No, you said let's get into this. That was your turn to talk.
Okay,
I
I'm
see.
gonna get into Robbie's breaking up
You
with his
tell
girlfriend.
stories so much better than I do. I thought you were going to tell the story from your
It's
perspective.
your story.
Let's tell it this way. Where were you on the day my heart was broken? No, so yeah, I was with this. I don't know how to tell the story where it's not going to be stupid. It's going to be 2 seconds, so I tell us. I'll tell the background's 2 seconds.
Okay, I got it.
There we go.
I got it.
There we go. Now the correct order is returned.
So when most people date someone, they understand the fact that there's a chance that they will that at one point stop dating.
Disagree.
And most people can know that some relationships.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're telling the story wrong already.
Let me just give it a shot here. Hold on.
No.
Most people, when they get into a relationship, they can understand the fact that not all relationships are meant to last forever.
Nope. I would
Most
argue
people
most do
know
not know that.
more likely than not, the relationship will in fact come to an end. And most people are able to respect that. While it may be upsetting and not what they had wanted, they can at least understand the fact that the world will in fact keep spinning.
May I interject, sir?
Sure. Most people know this very clearly, but there are some people in this world who do not know that.
Excuse me, sir.
One of those people who is unaware of that is my kind pal brother Robbie. And Robbie, if someone's like, I don't know, goes on 3 dates, Robbie's like, so I'm thinking we should have a fall wedding, and I'm thinking.
Keep saying negative things about me. Can you keep talking? It's only funny if I keep mumbling if you're speaking. It's not funny if you stop talking.
I don't think it's funny at all. I don't think it's funny. I don't think about you at all.
It's good.
It's good. No. So yeah, instead of being a normal person who gets broken up with and decides to not.
I mean, 2 years is not a lot, but you trivialized 2 years into 3 dates, which is pretty funny.
Thanks, man. It's respect.
Yeah.
So yeah, Robbie gets broken up with. Instead of being like, "Oh, that sucks," let me just be a little pissed off or whatever.
No, when you're in love, man, you don't think it's going to end. You think it's going to last forever.
How about this? Ready?
You don't think about how
Try this on for size.
I tried it on. I didn't like how it fit. So I tried something else.
I didn't even say my point.
I tried love on. and it didn't fit either. So I'm alone.
You're a beta.
Where were you?
So how about? All right, fine. You know what? If you think I'm leading, I'm not doing this fair. We'll
Objection.
No. Yeah.
Leaving the witness, Alex.
Okay. So,
You were gonna say that.
I know, and then I didn't, and then you brought us back to say it. I was like, all
I felt
right.
like we should.
So here's two. I'm just gonna put out two different scenarios in which someone could handle being broken up with. I want you unbiased to tell me which one you think is the healthier one. Okay. So we're gonna have couple A. Okay. Couple A. The male gets broken up with. He goes home. He tells his family. He says he's kind of upset. Kind of wants to just relax and maybe go just go upstairs. Maybe hangs out in his room, watches something he likes. Kind of, maybe has a drink or two. Sits inside, just kind of comes to terms with things. Doesn't do anything too crazy, and tries to realize, you know what? I got through it.
What option is this?
Option A.
Okay.
There's couple B. Okay. There's couple B.
Okay, hold B. Gotcha.
Where the male gets broken up with, and he
First off, why is the male getting broken up with both scenarios here? Why can't the woman get broken up? Why is the man always have to get his heart broken?
It's a very good point. I'll take that as an analysis. But since we're doing this, let's do this exercise first.
Okay, fair.
So the same now. The male in A and B, they both do decide to go home to their family, but see, they handle it very different ways.
Well, so far it's the exact same
Option
way.
B guy, right?
Can you refresh us on option A? Handle it maturely. With option B again?
Option A guy goes home, doesn't let it affect him too much, gets through everything, goes upstairs, relaxes, calms down, just tries to think and be rational, and not even to be rational, just tries to just be let it happen and be calm and not hold on to everything so tightly and just go with it and do some serious growth.
Mm.
Option B guy, he decides to go home, drink his face off, get violent and attack people, and scream at the top of his lungs in public.
What was the initial question? I'm sorry.
So okay, you're right. That was I guess I had too much time passed. I'll rephrase it all.
No, I remember both option A and B. I just forgot the question.
No, I'm sorry. Bradley
Mhm.
and Samantha
Mhm.
have been dating for 2 years.
Mhm.
Samantha decides she doesn't want to date Bradley anymore. Bradley has two options. He can either go back to his regular life, take some time to himself, be with his thoughts, be healthy, calm, maybe have a drink or two to relax, watch a show he likes, find something happy, and not lose his mind. Bradley also is given the chance, the equal chance. Anyone can do whatever they want. He has that same chance to instead handle this breakup by going home and drinking his face off and doing the grade school equivalent of running away around the block because you can't cross the street, then screaming at the top of his lungs and fighting people like a maniac. Now, Bradley is entitled to both of those options because that's his God-given right.
Mm-hmm.
What should Bradley do in that situation, Robbie? Or better yet, what should Bradley do? What do you think you as Bradley would have done in that situation?
Well, I mean, if I was really in love with her, obviously the second option.
So what would you have done in your words? How do you think if hypothetically, if you were to be with someone for 2 years and they were to have broken up with you suddenly, how do you think you would have handled that situation?
You know what's interesting, actually?
What?
I don't have to answer this hypothetically.
Why is that?
Because I can tell you how I acted in a similar situation.
Okay, what happened?
Presented. It's weird. Your hypothetical...
Similar to Bradley and
Samantha, very similar situation to my situation, actually. So I got broken up with a girl after 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Her name was not Samantha. I did go home to my family.
Yeah.
That part of the story is true. I then had one beer.
Okay. So far,
upset.
you handle it more similar to the A storyline.
Well, on the drive home, I called my parents, and I was crying for half the drive. Then
how long of a drive was it?
Almost 2 hours.
So you were crying for about an hour straight, you'd say?
I would say I was crying for an hour on and off.
Okay. And how old did this happen? You were 15?
Close, actually. Similar maturity age.
How old were you when you were crying for 2 hours straight because a girl broke up with you?
That's so not fair. You just phrased it that way. I was, basically 15. It's 25, 15. What's the difference?
I put my pants. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I came home, had one beer, watched a movie, went to bed. I handled it very maturely and responsibly.
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad you handled it that way.
I handled it very poised, some would say. Very poisely, if that's a word.
It's not.
Some would say I handled
it with poise.
Yeah, with poise. Some would say I didn't handle it in jest.
Some would say you didn't do it in a humorous way.
Humorous way? I mean, retroactively, it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
it's
pretty you handle it so well, and you didn't at all lash out at all. Because what's funny is that since you're so...
I remember it the way I described it.
No, what's funny is since you're so characteristically terrible at handling your emotions, it was funny looking back at how well you handled that situation.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty funny, yeah. Some could say I would say I'm better now than I was then.
Right.
But I remember it the way I described it. How do you remember it?
I remember a whiny little boy coming home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And having a temper tantrum hissy fit, stomping around the house, and then going outside and running away around the block like a little fucking bratty, snide child. And then I remember his brother coming outside saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And you say, "You want to fight me?" And then charging at me like a dumb fat kid on the front of his feet with both fists out, falling forward into the cement with all of his weight against him. Which, I don't know what I was smoking, because that's so goddamn different than what you remember.
That's weird.
And then I remember you flailing on the ground, like, at my legs, trying to be an ankle biter, because you're a little fucking boy, and you yanked me to the ground. I'm like, "This isn't over!"
That's really weird. I don't remember that way at all.
And then, like, jumped into the fucking woods and ran away for a little long, and then came back a little while, like, "I'm sorry."
I don't think we're talking about the same event.
We must not be.
Because those are two vastly different reactions. That's weird. I guess we'll never get to the bottom of the story.
Yeah, I guess not.
It's a shame that memory is such a thing you can't rely on. So who's to say which version of the story is true, which one's not?
Point.
Yeah, there's really no way to say your version is true versus my version, which is not true. There's no way to say that's not the case.
That's honestly, you're right, because you really can't just trust your memory.
That's true.
It plays tricks on you. Your mind can play tricks on you.
Because actually, it's weird. I left out some details I remember. I remember her saying, "We're over," and I said, "Hold on, I left my phone in your house," and I fucked her mom. That's how I remember the story ending. And then I came home and got drunk, watched the movie, went to bed.
What did her possessed brother think of that?
Think of what?
You fucking his mom. Did he view that as the devil winning?
Oh, he wasn't there that day.
Oh, thank God.
He was at an exorcism.
Thank God Conjuring Boy wasn't there that day.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you really lost a winner there. Can you guys imagine the heartbreak realizing my brother-in-law won't believe that the devil is trying to take him over? Family functions will be so boring now.
Yeah,
How will I ever survive not dealing with someone who believes they're truly possessed?